This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with their opponents. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And that will be incomplete.
Way to go, guys.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game. He hit pay dirt so many times we almost lost track. Every time we turned around, he was in the end zone.
And those weren't all just 1-yard plunges either, partner. I mean, he ripped off a few long jaunts as well.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ty Johnson, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Diablos have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A run for Nick Chubb. And they string that play out nicely. He stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. A.J. Epinesa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And just shutting him off there. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
On play action, Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. These two teams all tied after one. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Diablos have taken the lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield, creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Still 9 remaining on second down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It appears to be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run. Here's Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's Johnson again on second down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 63 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Allen off the play fake. Rolling to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play. Who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. To Johnson again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now Green, staying on the ground. Let's hope he's all right. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on third and goal. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll run it with Johnson, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ty Johnson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Diablos are able to widen their advantage. Bass on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A 10-play drive that time, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Cleveland offense making their way out. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. From the gun, Mayfield. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Check number 6. Check number 6.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Flush to his right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So we have reached halftime here. And in Hey, Charles, can you give me water? Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The busy night continues for Johnson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Go, 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 run!
A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Here we go with Johnson. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Diablos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive spans 13 plays. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. First down, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give. This is Chubb. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That's it, baby.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, you kept them at the end zone there. This game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Here we go.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Throwing on first down is Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
117 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Diablos add on to their lead, and they are also
also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football.
Let's go.
Didn't get it done there. When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and take and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The first down carry here for Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead. Usually not as fumble. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand. I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
Touchdown! Stephon Diggs. His first touchdown on the year. And the Diablos are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future game.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Browns. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And Allen is actually going to throw it here, eluding the pressure right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Flush to his right, and that is incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So Allen's going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. On second down, it's Johnson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Now Allen off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't...